The doctor who drew that diagram on a paper towel was kind. He did not know that his kindness was wasted on someone who had already made a decision she hadn't yet consciously formed. I had already decided, somewhere beneath thought, in the part of the brain that acts before the mind can intervene. I had already chosen. I just hadn't admitted it to myself until a nurse left the room for 10 minutes and gave me the mechanism. I have read about parents of children with congenital heart conditions. I have read their accounts online, at night, in the dark. While my daughter sleeps down the hall, the parents write about fear and exhaustion and love that has no edges. They write about the ICU becoming a second home. They write about learning, slowly, how to carry the weight. Some of them write about how raising a sick child changed them, opened something in them that wouldn't have opened otherwise. I will never know. If I could have been one of those parents, I made sure of that. People talk about fear as if it excuses things, as if being afraid is the same as being helpless. And I was afraid, more afraid than I have ever been before or since. But fear is not the same as absence of choice. I had a choice. I made it. I have to own that without softening it, without burying it inside the language of mental health crises or postpartum panic or desperation. Even if some of those things were also true, they were true, and they don't change what I did. Here is the question that keeps me awake. What does my daughter deserve? The one I am raising. Does she deserve to know what she is built on? Does she deserve the truth of who she is biologically? And my other daughter? Does she deserve to know her origin? Do either of them get to have that? Or does my silence rob them of it forever? I am not asking for absolution. I am not submitting this confession to be forgiven. I am submitting it because the secret has become too heavy to carry alone any longer, and because I cannot confess to anyone in my actual life. Not my husband, not my mother, not a therapist whose confidentiality I am not sure I trust. Without the entire architecture of the life I built collapsing on top of me. So I am confessing here, anonymously, into whatever void this is, because confession, even an anonymous one, is the only honest thing I have done in connection with this since the morning it happened. I know that I am not the person I thought I was before all of this. The woman with the color-coded calendar and the plan and the yellow nursery. She had never been tested. She had never stood in the gap between fear and love and found out which one was stronger. When the moment came, fear won. I have had to make peace with that. And I have not yet made peace with that. I know that my daughter, the one sleeping down the hall, did not choose any of this. She did not choose to be swapped. She did not choose the woman who is her mother. She just is who she is, fully and completely. And none of what I did touches her actual worth, but it touches mine. Every day, it touches mine. I know that DNA testing exists. I know that the world is smaller and more connected than it was even 5 years ago. I know that children, when they grow, sometimes get curious. I know that someday, possibly, the thread will be pulled. And I know that when that day comes, if it comes, I will not be ready, no matter how many years I have spent rehearsing. And I know I have to sit with this one because it is the hardest, that I am living inside a counterfeit life, not because my love is counterfeit. It isn't. My love for my daughter is the most real thing I own. But the foundation beneath it, the story that supports it, the version of events that my husband believes, and my family believes, and my daughter will one day be told, that is not real. I built something true on something false, and I do not know if that is something that can be sustained, or if it was only ever a matter of time. The cruelest thing about loving a child you should never have kept is that the love is real. It does not care about the circumstances of how it began. It simply is. And so you are left holding something genuine and something stolen at the same time. And every lullaby you sing sounds, in some back corner of your mind, like perjury. I chose fear over my own daughter once. The question I cannot stop asking myself, the one that has no answer, and maybe never will, is whether I would make a different choice now. And the honest answer, the one I have never said out loud until this moment, is, I don't know. And I think the fact that I don't know is the most terrifying confession of all. If you're carrying something silently, just remember you're not alone. This is the confession chamber, where secrets speak and truth begins to breathe. If this story made you feel something, don't forget to subscribe, like, and share, so more voices don't stay hidden in silence. And if you have a story, you can share it anonymously. Just press submission link on below. Maybe it will be the next voice heard here, because sometimes healing begins with telling the truth. Thanks for listening. Until next time.